This is Tonight with Richard Dean and Tim Elliott, only on Dubai Eye 103.8, your source for business. The Daily Report.
Taking a look at the ways we pay for stuff now, the future of payments. A recent survey of 500 Dubai residents says we're ready to go and that we want contactless payments. Just as you hover your Knoll card over a reader on the metro, so we'll all soon be doing the same with our debit card or even with a mobile phone. Gemalto is a company specialising in contactless technology, and they say there's an overwhelming appetite for the same here in the region. Anis Chemli is the sales director for the GCC from Gemalto and joins me in the studio. Anis, it's nice to meet you.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you for the invitation.
So 80% of respondents in your survey, this is a specifically Dubai survey, want their bank to issue them with contactless cards. It's a new thing, it's cool, it's a way to pay. So it's understandable. It should make things quicker, it should be, in theory, more convenient. No more fumbling for coins, which annoys everybody in the queue. It's that kind of thing. But it's not particularly new technology, contactless, is it? It's been around for a few years. It's been talked about for some time. It's been trialled in a number of territories. Why is it taking so long for contactless payment technology to catch on, Anis?
Now, we have reached a milestone recently as Gemalto for more than 50 projects worldwide of contactless or NFC TSM to make it easier for the auditors. I mean, contactless technology has been there for some time right now, but it's getting a lot of momentum, and the only, let's say, point which is slowing down a little bit the actual projects or the actual deployments mass market of these kinds of projects is the nature of the ecosystem, which is involving a lot of stakeholders coming from different kind of industries. So today, talking about contactless, as you described it perfectly, Tim, the end user would be able to use his mobile phone to make a transaction through his phone or through his contactless card by simply tapping it into a POS terminal, and this replaces all the classic cash transactions or all the use of the coins and stuff like that. So in a description, it's very user-friendly. But behind this nice user-friendly mechanism, there is a lot of technology which has been successfully tried over the past years. We have done it in many parts of the world, in Asia, in US, in Europe also. It has been proven as a technology. Now we have to move to the next, let's say, step, which is putting all the stakeholders together and trying to find the main, let's say, working model for which is specific for each country. What the people, the users, the end users are expecting from this service, what is their readiness in terms of accepting this kind of service, this contactless new service.
And your survey says that we are ready, but let's assume you can gather the clans, the stakeholders, into one place, and everybody agrees. Let's just recap how it works. So you can either have a card which you can wave at a terminal and it will debit your account accordingly, or it could be that you tap your mobile phone, just hover your mobile phone over something. Simple as that, which is fine, and it sounds absolutely brilliant. Very easy, less queuing, love the idea of it. But a lot of people are going to be thinking, hold on a minute, no PIN, no signature, no security.
Well, this is the perceived maybe ease of use for the service, but as a Gemalto, I mean, we are the world leader in digital security, and security is our bread and butter actually. So as a technology provider for this kind of solutions, we care about security for these kind of solutions, and just to make it very simple, I mean, today the SIM card is already very secure, and it's in the heart of the mobile phone and is very secure. What we are adding today is we're just bringing the financial part, which is the credit card, and loading it into the SIM card in a very secure way. You agree with me, Tim, that today if you lose your wallet, you're gonna discover it maybe after a couple of hours, but if you lose your mobile phone, you'll discover it in 5 minutes. no more than that. So disabling, I mean, the way you tell me, if you lose your wallet and you will, someone can take your wallet and use a card, by that time we will be able over the air to disable the same way you disable your request to disable your card. We will be able to disable the application which is responsible for the payment part. So, and it's over the air, it's very easy. So in terms of security, the PIN mechanism is also still there. It's something configurable, I mean, depending on the profile, the payment profile. So we can go for enabling the PIN, let's say, at a certain amount of transactions or above a certain limit of transactions, and we can go with a simple tap and go for a small amount of, or let's say for small amounts or for micro payment kind of transactions. This is in addition to some additional security features which we put on the application itself. On the mobile phone that may need the user to authenticate before launching the application itself. So there is no compromise at all in terms of security. It's very secure, and at the contrary, I believe that it's much more secure than using the card itself.
It's funny, I had a mobile phone stolen a couple of weeks ago, and I've had to reload all the apps. That was dead easy. I'm an Android user, so that was fine. But one thing I did find, that my phone was used in Milwaukee by somebody who was trying to get into my Google account, which has an Evernote thing, and then there's Google Drive where I keep some documents. So I'm a little bit more aware now. So last night I downloaded an app, free app off the internet, and I tried to see if it could zero in on where my phone was. Therefore I'd be able to lock my phone. And it found it in 10 seconds. So I'm kind of convinced by that, but in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, this is something that if were I 18 to 25, that demographic which is receptive to new technologies, I'd be jumping all over this. But as a person of a little bit over 40, I'm probably not as receptive. How are you going to convince people to make that jump? Because for many of us, chip and pin is, oh, that's a new thing, and I now have to make another change. I have to trust my phone. It's the perception, isn't it? You've got to get people to believe in it.
Well, today, Tim, you see, I mean, the penetration of mobile phones has by far increased in a very rapid way. A lot of people from different age groups are using the mobile phones in their daily life. And this is the same thing. I mean, we are moving towards a new era of digital security. The adoption is another issue, which is, I think it's a matter of education. It's the same way that my mother or my grandmother started to use the mobile phone, where I was never believing that she will be able to use it. So it's I mean, there is a part of education. Definitely we see a lot of enthusiasm in the age group of 18 to 24. This is the results that are coming from the survey, that we feel that half of this age group are really can't wait for NFC services to come, where already 80% of the all users are really waiting or liking to use their mobile phone. More than 80%, actually 80% of them are willing to use their mobile in this kind of NFC services. So the adoption of the general public, or let's say the all users, even with the ones who are a little bit old, I think this is a matter of time, and it's a common sense that people get used to new technologies the way it is happening with this mobile let's say revolution.
So let's assume we all go contactless, and we can combine things like the Emirates ID card with our debit card, with a Knoll card, with maybe even a loyalty card. I mean, all of those things, I guess, can be built into this same platform, can't they?
Absolutely. So mobile wallet, this is what we call it actually, as a service. The idea is that to have your mobile holding a wallet with multi applications. So again, 82% of the respondents to this survey, Tim, they feel that they need multi-application cards, and when I say multi-application card, it's not only about payment through your mobile phone, but also surprisingly we have had applications like e-loyalty coming at the second position, so people want to use their coupons directly from the phone. No need to say that I forgot my coupon at home, or it's a paper coupon, I need to carry it, etc. Third interesting application is the transit. So people would like to use their contactless card or mobile phone into transit systems, metros, or in the buses, in the taxis, etc. This is also an interesting finding. Another interesting application is the access. to the building. But before that, also people would like to enter to stadiums and concerts or music venues or event venues in general using their mobile phone. It's becoming today a kind of piece of technology which we have with us all the day, and it makes sense, to reduce the number of cards in our wallet and have everything consolidated within a wallet, within a virtual wallet, which we call mobile wallet, and have all these applications inside. And the survey that Gemalto has done is showing exactly the same results. So
well, one of the things I wanted to ask you, I was just thinking of something quickly there. I'm trying to look at what are the pitfalls, for example. The security fears you, I guess, in many ways have put to rest, although fraudsters, hackers are going to keep trying. So the question is keeping ahead, isn't it? But one of the things is, say I'm in a cinema queue and I book my tickets online and I go and wave my card at the terminal, and I decide, no, I don't really want to go and see the new Arnold Schwarzenegger. I want to go and see a chick flick, and I want to change my mind. Can you do that? How do you reverse a payment with a contactless technology?
Well, at the end of the day, I mean, it's exactly the same way that you've paid with your card, and then you wanted the transaction to roll back the transaction. So, right. I mean, it's the same way. If there is a return, let's say, or refund policy from the service provider, then this has to apply. Because at the end of the day, what we are doing here is, as Gemalto, we are just putting the technology together inside the phone or inside the card. We're not doing anything, let's say, magic after this one. So the idea is to consolidate the technology, to put it in a secure way, to give access to the end users to use it in a very smooth way and in a very easy and convenient way, and that's it. Now, the transaction, once it happens, it's supposed to be very smooth and quick. This is also one of the values of this technology, the NFC technology. If you change your mind after doing the transaction, it's exactly as if you paid something at one of the shops or one of the stores, and then you change your mind. You wanna refund it, or you wanna return the item. It's exactly the same way. So here there is nothing that applies from a technology perspective.
Finally, one of the things from the survey that really jumped out, we all know that cash is still king, particularly in this region, but one of the statistics that leapt off the page, and this was your survey, 70% of UAE transactions are still done in cash. So cash is clearly the barrier. That's the hurdle to technology, such as debit cards, contactless payments. How do you overcome that? How do you get people to turn away from fumbling for coins and pulling out notes? And what's the next step?
Well, this is an interesting fact, actually, that most of the transactions are still done in cash, yet with the impression that we have that the use of cards is increasing day by day, let's say, in our daily life. But it's unbelievable the amount of transactions that we see that are still running cash. And the idea is that we have also seen that the age group of 18 to 24 are the ones who are going to lead the way into this, let's say, digital era of getting rid of cash and using the mobile, the NFC, the contactless technology in this new, let's say, kind of lifestyle. One thing, I mean, out of the survey is that 85% of the respondents are willing or would like to use their mobile to provide payment, and half of these, let's say, are in the age of 18 to 24. They can't just simply wait for the NFC technology to come. So we believe that this is the age group who is going to lead. This is a young technology this is a young population which is technical savvy, which is really oriented into the technology, and they will be the ones who will benefit from this kind of new, let's say, new contactless technology.
So you're saying really children are the future, follow what the kids do?
Absolutely. I believe in this.
Anis Chemli is the sales director for Gemalto in the GCC. Thanks so much for coming to talk to us at Dubai Eye.
Thank you, Tim. It's my pleasure.